history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
Anyone who needs to put this much of a spoon in their mouth deserves 12 sins. No, 16.
This is cruel. We better let him finish before his head explodes.
You promised you wouldn't do that anymore.
Sheldon doesn't seem like the sort of person who would wait for permission to speak his mind. And no, he isn't waiting for an appropriate break in conversation before spewing out his tapioca pudding knowledge. He had 6 full seconds of silence before Leonard asked him to uncork his mouth. Also, why is he yelling at Leonard when Howard was the one to persistently interrupt Sheldon's inane desire to verbally vomit Wikipedia articles?
Well, I think we're off to a terrific start.
Unfounded optimism is unfounded. Dressing every character except the female in 7 layers of clothing.
I mean, the email doesn't bother me as much as the vacation pictures of him in a bathing suit.
Oh, poor Penny. Forced to read every email and look at every attachment. I swear the porn was just a pop-up. I didn't mean to click. We're on to you, Penny.
And that's not a bathing suit, it's a tan line.
Hardy har. Penny didn't know it was his penis. But seriously, how would she not know it was his penis? Did she think it was a bathing suit with a penis painted on it?
How did you guys become friends?
Hey, we already sinned that episode. But for making me think about enduring origin stories twice, here are 2 sins.
And you moved in anyway?
I assumed he was joking.
Sure, you could assume that the roommate wanted, whistlers need not apply was a joke, but after meeting Sheldon, you had plenty of time to run.
Wait, how many questions are on this thing?
Only 211.
I see maybe 5 sheets of paper here, and with this size font, there can't be more than 32 questions tops.
It's kind of cute. Until you get to the scrotum.
Scrotum shaming. If this is Sheldon's desk, and this is Leonard's, who the sits back here? Do they have an invisible third roommate? Did that person receive a questionnaire? The data is skewed if they're not included.
You're driving me to the mall. I'm going to acquire a book.
The mall. Books. Books at the mall.
Do you have any books about making friends?
Yeah, but they're all for little kids.
This is either a terrible bookstore or he's just a lazy employee, because there are a ton of bestsellers written for adults on this subject. One of the biggest is How to Win Friends and Influence People. It literally says How to Win Friends in the title. Looking for a murder mystery? This section here. Oh, wait, no, this is the math section. Nope, psychology. Wait, psychology is over here with prophecy and a duplicated biography section, which is also above another biography category that happens to be nestled between anatomy and dieting. The sort of Dewey Decimal System is this?
Maybe sometime you and I could go see monkeys together.
This girl doesn't immediately find an adult, and I blame her parents for forgetting to teach her this very important rule. If a stranger wants to show you a monkey, punch him in the funky junkie.
I'm making friends with this little girl. Yeah, perhaps the 2 of us might share a meal together.
If Kripke agreed to share a meal with Sheldon, the follow-up is to repeat the question to dine together. Even more confusing is the next step, which appears to be to begin friendship, rather than decide when and where to meet to eat, who's going to pay, or if there are any food allergies to consider.
Yes, I'll pay.
Oddly, Sheldon's current flowchart progress does not lead to begin friendship. Torturing your tinkle. Also, what is the purpose of this punching bag? Do people regularly want to hit something before or after climbing rocks? Is this a thing? Also, why is this asshole not immediately lowering Sheldon to the ground? Why aren't you doing your job? What is this terrible place?
I brought my new friend, Barry Kripke, home for dinner.
If you walked into a house and nearly everyone inside the house audibly groaned at your arrival, would you stay? And yes, they clearly set Barry up to be an asshole, but even assholes have hearts. Trust me.
You 2 are safe.
Come on, what do I have to do?
Stop going to Sheldon's house, stop answering the phone, or just whistle, apparently.
Whoa. Yeah, it's not a very hot name. I'm gonna call you Waxan.
Everyone around this table is willing to endure Sheldon booting out their friend Raj for answering a question incorrectly. And watch this asshat disrespectfully speak to Penny without objection. None of these friendships are healthy. Everyone here is toxic.
Suddenly I'm looking pretty good, huh?
Nope, you're still the one who sent the pic.
Partial facial paralysis, temporary blindness, drooling, bleeding gums. Did you know that we create monthly exclusive videos for our Sin Club members? Bonus outtakes,
I don't know, Peter. Meth is a hell of a drug.
extra Sins videos,
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
and even member-chosen Sin commentaries.
I love this. I love this kind of a sin because it's so silly.
Pick our next video and see the exclusives at patreon.com/cinemasins, or click the link in the description below.
Spider-Man is not a parade. You do not need to stop traffic for Spider-Man.
First warning.
Do you want to play questions?
You have to ask questions. Statement one love.
Sheldon, I'm not going to defend a big bald raccoon.
That book has been on a wild ride.
What's your name?
Marty.
As in Martha?
This is awkward. I feel like I'm in my first junior high mixer.
Randy lay there like a slug. It was his only defense.